What is good, Ninja? OG over here from Player Essence, and welcome to another Nintendo Switch and gaming news video. Today we have some awesome information for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, we've got some more details on what's included in the Nintendo Switch release of this game, and seriously, if you've played Hyrule Warriors Legends or Fire Emblem Warriors, or if you wanted the features from that included in, you're definitely going to be happy about what's going on with this game. So let's go ahead and get into the information here. So the total roster is at 29 characters, which is really good. This includes mid-battle characters switching from Hyrule Warriors Legends, and this is one of the things that I really wanted them to add, and now we do have a confirmation that that can happen. And the coolest thing about this is because you can take a party into the battle. Before, it was just people that was already placed there, and you pretty much just picked one character. This was on the Wii U version of the game, and then you just use that character the whole time. Whereas in Fire Emblem Warriors and Hyrule Warriors Legends, you were able to actually take a party into the battle and switch between them as you see fit. So this time they're actually implementing the Hyrule Warriors Legends system into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch, and that's honestly one of the best changes that they can do for this game, because it just makes it a lot more interactive. It makes it more fun in terms of strategic, how you can pick your certain party members and you can put them into the battle. So it's going to be really nice playing through this game, almost feeling like a completely different experience if you didn't play Hyrule Warriors Legends on the Nintendo 3DS, which I didn't play that at all, but I did play Fire Emblem Warriors on the Nintendo Switch, which also has this implemented mechanic. So I'm really happy that they took that from Hyrule Warriors Legends and Fire Emblem Warriors in order to put it into Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch. Now, continuing on here, it retains all the characters' various weapon playstyles. So if you like all the different types of playstyles that each character has in terms of weapons go, you're going to have all of that in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch. On top of this, we have a fully 3D My Fairy mode, and then there's also the challenge mode. That's for turning in to the game here, and it's going to have all of the content featured in the season passes and just all of the updates. Everything is going to be ready to go when this game launches. We have a March release date, late March for Japan, but we still need to find out exactly when it's launching in the West. I'm thinking it's going to be April based on some of the leaks that we've got, but we still need to wait for official confirmation on that one. March is already kind of packed with a couple different games coming out at that point. So either way, I'm excited for this one here. And if you look at all the content that they're adding in with the season pass, in addition to all the characters from Hyrule Warriors Legends, this is such great value, even though it's full priced. So I understand why some people are gonna be like, I don't know if I want to buy it because they maybe already bought the game or it's full priced. It is an actual remaster or port of the game, but in terms of just pure content, there is a ton of stuff, hundreds of hours of content. So I'm actually going to pick it up just because it has the implemented system from Hyrule Warriors Legends. That's the one thing that I never got to experience within the Hyrule Warriors brand, because the Wii U version doesn't have that, but the Nintendo 3DS version does. But I didn't want to play it on the Nintendo 3DS. I just didn't think that it was that great on that system, although it's definitely playable. I just didn't think it was that great, whereas Hyrule Warriors on the Wii U was pretty good, and I love what they did with Fire Emblem Warriors on the Nintendo Switch. So they're kind of implementing all of that into one package here, and you're actually getting more content than we've seen before when it comes to these Warriors style games on a Nintendo system, or at least a themed Warriors game. So what do you think about Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on the Nintendo Switch? We'll be picking this one up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, I'm moving into the next article here. Disc Jam for the Nintendo Switch has cross-platform play with PC and local wireless multiplayer. So let's go ahead and get into the article here, and shout outs to Gamatsu for it. So the Nintendo Switch version of Disc Jam will feature cross-platform play with PC and local wireless multiplayer with up to 3 other Nintendo Switch consoles, developer High Horse Entertainment has announced. Additionally, High Horse will release a massive title update for the PlayStation 4 and PC versions of Disc Jam alongside the release of the Nintendo Switch version, which adds a whole host of community requested features. Here is an overview via High Horse. Joining the game's roster of characters, South American volleyball player Lani is set to make her mark on the arena as a perfect balance between power and agility. The update will also unleash 2 brand new modes, providing even more ways for competitive and solo players to jam. On the competitive side of things, say hello to ranked leagues and seasons. Do you have what it takes to rise through the ranks of the Universal Federation of Disc and join the elite? Soon enough, you'll have your chance to prove it. Then, for players who prefer to fly solo, get ready to experience all the heated action of ranked leagues without the pressures of online play and a gauntlet that will test even the most seasoned Disc Jam veterans. More details on all the goodness coming in February's update will be landing in the next coming weeks. As announced earlier this week, Disc Jam will launch on the Nintendo Switch via the Nintendo eShop on February 8th and is already available on the PlayStation 4 and PC. You guys are checking out some gameplay from Nintendo Switch and the other systems here. And Disc Jam seriously looks like a 3D or modern version of Windjammers back in the day, man. And a lot of people really like that game. That game was recently released, I think last year on the PlayStation 4, and people loved it in terms of the beta and just going through and playing online multiplayer. So pretty much we have like a 3D version of that here with Disc Jam, and it's coming to Nintendo Switch, which is absolutely incredible. And one of the best things about this is that it has cross-platform play with the PC. So if someone already has the game, don't want to buy it again, but you have some friends on Nintendo Switch or vice versa, you can actually just go ahead and play against them there too. Plus they're adding in new content in terms of the leagues and ranked and the gauntlets and other things when it comes to single player and multiplayer. So I'm actually really excited about this, and on top of that, I'll probably be able to play this one for you guys because I actually have a PR contact within the Evolve PR that does the distribution for codes, and they have one of the best systems out there in terms of requesting codes and knowing when you're going to get it. I think I'm going to be able to play this one for you guys. So what do you guys think about Disc Jam coming to Nintendo Switch in terms of the new content here? Cross-platform play, February 8th release date. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the last article here, the Nintendo Switch had a massive December, selling 1.5 million units, with Nintendo 3DS topping over 750,000 units according to the NPD group. Plus, we have various different Nintendo Switch titles that placed well on the sales charts. So, the Nintendo Switch sold more units in December than any other video game system in the United States. This is according to the video game sales tracker NPD Group. Nintendo has announced. A total of 1.5 million Nintendo Switch systems were sold during the 5-week period of December. Since its launch on March 3rd, 2016, more than 4.8 million Nintendo Switch systems were sold, making it the fastest selling home console in United States history. 3DS hardware sold more than 750,000 units in the United States in December, which is a 27% increase over the same period in 2016. Total sales of Nintendo 3DS hardware in the United States have now exceeded 21 million units as well, which is really, really good for a system going on 7-8 years old at this point. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, various Nintendo Switch titles were high on the charts as well in December, including Super Mario Odyssey at number 3, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at number 4, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild at number 9, and Splatoon 2 at number 16. Also, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon for the Nintendo 3DS also finished at numbers 13 and 14 respectively. So Nintendo had a massive December NPD, and on top of that, we also got word that the Nintendo Switch is the fastest selling home console ever in Canada. So once again, to our neighbors up north, they're picking up the Nintendo Switch quite a bit as well. And overall, this type of success, I guess, wasn't necessarily unseen. If you look at the Nintendo Switch, it's a hybrid device, it's a home console, and also it's a portable. Nintendo has essentially combined their development studios in order to get more software out on the system. They have modern architecture, and Nintendo fans out there are snapping it up. You have a big pool of customers to choose from because it's something different from what the other systems offer on the market. There's no other dedicated hybrid device out there that can perform at the price in terms of how much it costs and what you can get. There's no other device out there like it, so therefore people are flocking to buy the system. And these great sales just go ahead and reinforce what Nintendo was trying to do. Now, if you look at the Nintendo 3DS, that's been something of somewhat debate. People are saying that Nintendo should just drop the system. But if you look at the sales, why drop the system? People are continuing to buy it. People like the price point. Not everyone is going to want to buy a Nintendo Switch, especially for a younger audience. Or if you already have a Nintendo Switch, maybe you want to get a 3DS for certain exclusives that you didn't play. And my daughter even has a 3DS as well. So it's a good starter system for some people. It's a good system if you're looking for a legacy lineup of Nintendo DS titles as well, because there's a lot of great DS titles, backwards compatibility, cheap price point, and still pretty good games coming out for it. Those up here in the sales charts. So between the Nintendo Switch, the Super Nintendo Mini, and also Nintendo 3DS, Nintendo accounted for more than 50% of the December NPD sales when it comes to hardware. They're absolutely dominating in that fashion, and I think it's going to continue because we have a nice lineup of games coming out in terms of first and third party for the first half of 2018, and I think there's even going to be some more surprises here and there. And on top of that, Nintendo definitely has some big guns waiting in line. Trust me, guys, there's some pretty cool announcements coming up. I'm looking forward to playing some of the games, especially Kirby coming out, plus Bayonetta 1 and 2 is coming out pretty soon here. In a few weeks, Bayonetta 1 and 2 will be here. We've got Kirby as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hyrule Warriors, we just talked about that one as well. And Dark Souls in May too, which is selling really good on Amazon so far. So what do you guys think about these sales here when it comes to Nintendo and the NPD sales charts? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps to spread the content of Player Essence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon and YouTube live gaming page and consider supporting Player Essence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube sponsorship. So check out the link in the description below and consider supporting Player Essence right here on YouTube. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to Player Essence for the latest RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you for the next video. Peace.